So in this video, we'll be doing past paper questions related to chapter 10. Chapter 10 is based on online information. So I have selected some past paper questions from 2011 all the way up to 2016. Okay, and we'll be doing questions related to this particular chapter. So the first thing you'll have to do is you'll have to go to your Google Classroom, come into classwork, and you'll have to download the document, the question paper, which is the revision chapter 10 online information. The Word document is over here. So you click on it, you open a new window and download the question paper. So once again, we will be doing this question paper on the computer itself, on the soft copy itself, and then once completed, you'll be saving your work and uploading it into the classroom. Okay, so click on Enable Editing. The first question goes as, students use the internet to research topics for school. Discuss the factors that they should consider during their research, and when using information gathered in their own work. Okay. So before we do answer the question, I want to give you all a quick look at this area. Okay, so it says you get 1 to 2 marks. The candidate will have produced brief responses. Only a limited number of points will have been considered. Okay. So when you put down a few points, you get 1 or 2 marks. Okay, limited understanding will be shown. If you want to get 3 to 4 marks, you would have provided some examples. Okay, and then if you want to get 5 or 6 marks, you would have done a discussion. Okay, clear understanding of the issues. The candidate will have provided clear examples for both researching and producing their report. Okay, so always target for 5 to 6 marks, and always, as I've said, target the Peel method, which is you give a point, example, explain, make sure the 3 of them link with each other. Okay, so as usual, we will be starting off with a mind map. Since we're doing it on the computer, it's going to be a bit of a what do you say, wouldn't be looking so neat, but so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put down my factors first. So discuss the factors they should consider during their research. So when researching, when doing the research, what should they consider? And then when producing the report, what should they consider producing the report? So when doing the research, they should consider factors like they should think about bias. Okay, they should make sure the information is not biased. It should not be based on one side of the topic. They should think about accuracy. Is the information accurate? Accuracy. Then you should think about what do you call this? Relevant. Is it relevant to the topic? Okay, it should be accurate, it should be relevant to the topic. Then something else you should think about is when you're taking information, your audience. You should think about your audience. Okay, so if you're writing to, I think audience will come in research. So when if you're producing a report as for teachers who are going to read, you should make sure your information is written in a certain way. If you're writing information where the lower grades are going to be reading, you have to change your wording and all that. Okay, so it depends on who your audience, who is going to read your report. Okay, so you should research accordingly. So bias, accuracy, then your audience. Then when it comes to producing the report, what you should consider is you should be aware of copyright laws. Okay, plagiarism. Then you can say give credit to the author. Then when it comes to the research, you should make sure information is up to date. Okay, information should be the latest information. You shouldn't be giving you something which is wrong. Okay, it should be up to date. So with these 3 points in mind, let's start writing our answer. Okay, we have this in our head. So you can say there is, first we introduce the topic as usual. There is indeed so much information on the internet for students to research on any given topic. Okay, but they should be very careful on how they do the research and make sure they follow certain guidelines when researching and when producing the report. Okay, when producing the report. Okay, so you can start off firstly, students, I'm going to talk about the bias part. Okay, firstly, students should make sure that any topic they research on the internet should not be biased, where information is speaking only on one side of the topic. Okay, they should make sure they collect information that speaks neutrally on the topic that they are searching or researching on. Then you can go on to also further say they should also make sure that the information they take from the internet from the internet is the latest and most up-to-date information. Okay, they should also make sure that the information they collect is related or relevant to the topic. Okay, so I have mentioned my points here. Then when it comes to producing the report, the students must make sure that they are not guilty of plagiarism. Okay, so we can go on to say they can avoid this by typing the information they find online in their own words. Okay, so when you find information online, don't just simply copy and paste it. If you copy and paste it and say it's your own words, you're guilty of plagiarism. So write that information in your own words, so it shows that you have somewhat understood the topic. Okay, so by typing the information in their own words. Then if they do copy and paste information from the internet, they should obey the copyright laws by either getting permission from the author of the information or by giving credit to the author of the information. Okay, by either getting permission from the author of the information or by giving credit to the author of the information in their research project. Okay, so I believe that this is enough, because what we have done over here is, if you check the marking scheme, they have said 5 to 6 marks, clear understanding of the issue. The candidate will have provided 3 examples for both researching and producing their report. Okay, so we have given examples. We have said it should not be speaking latest and most up-to-date information. They should also make information related or relevant to the topic. Okay, so this is my version of the essay answer. If you do have anything else that you think is better, you can always add it into your own answer, and you can also comment below so that others can see what are better answers that they could have put. Okay, so this is what my answer is, and I'm very much sure that you guys can put down a much better answer than this. If you do come up with a point that we have not mentioned here and a point that you think is much more relevant over here, please do make sure you put that answer in the comment box so that all the others can also see it and learn it. Okay, moving on to the next question, which is our last page, goes on to say ICT has had a significant impact upon education, that's for sure. Students can use the internet to research a wide range of topics. Identify 3 factors that should be considered when selecting information from the internet. So we just now discussed this 3 factors that they should consider when they take information from the internet is the information biased? Okay, bias meaning is the information we're speaking on one side of the topic. Is the information accurate? Accurate meaning is it true? Is it correct? Then the third one you can say is the information up to date? Okay, is it up to date? So for example, if you're taking the history of a country, or if you're talking, for example, if you're talking about a specific country, so right now the president might be different, but if your research topic says that the president right now is somebody else, it means your information right now is not up to date. Okay, so always make sure your information is up to date. Then moving on to the next question, it says identify 2 actions that should be taken when using the selected information in a project. So you have selected information and now you're going to present it. So one thing is avoid plagiarism, that is one. Second thing you can say is get permission from the author of the information that you are going to use. Or else instead of getting permission, you can always say give credit to the author of the information that you have used, or you can go on to say give credit to the author of the information that you are going to use, or acknowledge the source of where you got the information from. Okay. Then when using a search engine, which one of these search criteria would produce the smallest number of results? So when using a search engine, they want the least number of results. So we do know if you put double quotes, the search engine will search for exactly this word inside a particular website and then give us a list of websites which have exactly this word, dogs and cats. So now we want to have minimum number of results. So if I type dogs and cats, it will look for this particular sentence inside all the websites. If I type dogs and cats, what's going to happen? It's going to look for the word dogs and it's going to look for the word cats in any website, and it's going to be displaying that link. This is not going to work. Star does not do anything. Here it's going to be displaying the word dog or the word cat. If any one of these word appears, it's going to be appearing now. So they want us to tell us which one is going to give us the smallest number. Okay, so the answer is going to be for the smallest number of results will be, I think it will be A, because what we are saying is we are looking for this exact sentence, dogs and cats. Any website which has this exact word, dogs and cats, that website will be displayed. When it comes over here, if any of the website has the word dog and the word cat, display it. Okay, so here we're looking for the word dogs and the word and the word cats. Okay, all 3 of these words need to be there in the website in order for it to be displayed. Okay, so from these A, B and D, A will be the one that will be giving you the least number of results. Okay, so it will be looking for websites that have exactly this particular sentence. When it comes over here, it will be looking for this word and this word. Okay, when it comes to this one, it will be looking for a website which has either the word dog or the word cat. Okay, so when you compare the answer A, B and D, A will be giving you the least number of results in your search engine.